All right, short and sweet. We have to get to the point. It's something that I've said before. This is no longer going to be a thing. That is no longer going to be a thing. Those things up there are not going to be a thing anymore. This is not going to be a thing just because it is what it is. It's a diesel, and apparently that's a bad word. That's not going to be what I want it to become. That's in the process of becoming what it's going to become. It's the RPM Act. We have to sign it. The link is in my description. I already know. I could go on for hours and hours and hours and hours and rant until my vocal cords just eject out of my freaking body. It's sad, but we all have to do our part. I have a link in my description where I can do it. I hope I get a big enough reach to where I can actually, you know, have a significant number of people do this. My only hope out of all of this, if you're very well aware of what's going on, then you already know. You more than likely you've already done your part. My only hope is fucking mosquitoes. Is Texas becomes the safe land. That Texas becomes the safe haven if if shit were to hit the fan. Now I'm talking in the streetcar world of things. I'm not gonna go in depth to any of that because there's probably one of the feds from the EPA watching this video that's probably taking notes on little stuff that I'm about to say, so I'm not gonna give my secrets away. And that's exactly what they want. They don't want any of us to talk or share information at all. They want us to be scared. And I don't fucking like that. I don't like that one fucking bit. So we have to do our part. We have to sign it. And there could be blame across the board, left and right, of who's to do this and who's to do that. But I'm gonna say, if you're in Georgia and you decide that you wanted to live in the fast lane, you know, the fast lane of things, performance is in the fast lane, where you're shutting off knock sensors, upstream or downstream. You're shutting off oxygen sensors, knock sensors, driving around with a tailpipe sniffer while you're like tuning is one of the biggest downfalls to. And it sucks that a place like that doesn't get visited, but a place like Lund Racing does. And unfortunately with government, it's all black and white. You can take it as an attack, you can take it however you want to take it, blame whoever you want to blame, but when it comes to government, it is all black and white. And if you ever lived in a liberal state, or if you ever lived in a place like California, unfortunately when it's in black and white, it is law. And if they want to make an example out of you, they can do it. Yes, it does feel like an attack, but the people that are behind it, they don't care. They are there to do a job. The government handles things a little bit differently. They're probably watching this channel right now, and they're probably going to shut me down before I even get monetized. I hope that doesn't happen, because we're on the road to 5 million subscribers. Yeah. And it is what it is. Like when a place like California says no tent below this level, that's it. Doesn't matter if your car came like that, doesn't matter if you're out of state, doesn't matter if that car is not even yours. You are going to get pulled over for it, you are going to get a ticket for it, you are going to get fined for it. And if they find more stuff on your car and you want to be an asshole, they're probably going to tow your car. Now I have seen it in extreme cases where people have had JDM Type R's crushed because they're street racing and they wanted to make an example, blah blah blah, and that sucks. That is tough. I don't even know what I would compare that to. Like over here, that's like over here, or like over here, but I'm saying like in today's standards, that's like someone getting a M550D diesel, a M5 diesel from Europe, bringing it over here, getting in trouble, and they crush it. Never are you going to get that car again. That could probably have been the only car with that option, only one in America, and they crushed it. Because you broke some certain law, you want to defeat some certain emission device or do whatever. Now, The thing that sucks is that they don't understand the line between what a defeat device is versus what a calibration device is versus what you're actually doing to the car. Because there's some places that like to live in the fast lane and they're doing stuff that they have no business doing. What people don't understand is that not only tuning these cars, but working on these cars, you need to be very well educated and know what you're doing. This isn't the old school anymore. This isn't the 70s or the 80s where you can put a cam in a small block and, you know, and just get away with it. No, you have to know what you're doing. And the crazy, these freaking mosquitoes. The crazy thing is that these cars that are out here now, like a heads cam LT1 runs and drives and cleans way more cleaner than an old school 400 small block, or the dog of all dogs, the 454. It burns cleaner, you get better gas mileage. You cannot tell me, because in California, everything 76 and newer has to go through a smog test. So you're gonna tell me that my 2017 Mustang that's tuned, has some mods, running on an alternative fuel that actually runs cleaner on the dyno test, runs cleaner than a 84 Chrysler 5th Avenue. But I can't do what I want to do to it. Because of what I've done, it runs cleaner than that car. But I'm in trouble. And so is the company. And so is the people that installed it. So everyone that's hasn't been crossing their T's or dotting their I's, they're on the big radar right now. If you think you're on it, you're probably on it. Big companies that have already been going through this in California, like Whipple, they're probably just going to work, not telling anybody, because they don't know who's going to be a spy, who's going to be this, who's going to do that, because they've already been ran through a million times and they've had the paperwork behind them and they had the lawyers go through them. So it sucks. It's a whole industry. It's in my description. We have to sign it. I can rant for 94,000 hours about this, and the only thing it's going to do is it's just going to make me more aggravated. Sign it. It's in the description. I'll see you guys later.